All right, hi everybody. Sorry, I was just getting set up a little bit here. Hopefully I am unmuted now. But look, you guys, I am going to make some really cool. Let's see if I can get zoomed in a little bit here. I just made this bead and I think I'm obsessed. It's like a little briolet, but I made it with resin. You can see the seam a little bit, but yeah, I think we're gonna make some of these tonight. And so if you look at it from the front, it's got like a little bit of a globe look to it. And so these are actually two pieces resined together. So let's get started with that because I want to make a few of those. But here's some of the pieces that I've made. They just have glitter inside them, but I thought they were fun. It's important to have fun, you know. Not everything is just super serious, but I made these, and these had seed beads in them, and I think it was a fail, but I might I might make something and sell it as a second or something, or a giveaway. But the funny thing about this is that these seed beads looked so bright in the tubes, and then after I resined them, they're like so sad. They're so sad, and I don't know why. But we'll figure something out. Okay, so if you haven't UV resined before, I've used a few different types of resin here, but this one I keep coming back to as far as UV resin goes. But I will say there is a tiny bit of curving that happens with it, but that's okay. That's okay. So I have this mold here, and this is what I made this really cool bead with. And so let me get another mold because I have two. So you have an hour commute home. That's crazy. I used to actually, you know what? I didn't mind it because I used to live about 45 minutes away from my work, and it was like a time for me to decompress a little bit. So let's see. I would love to see you make a badass pair of earrings out of that one. Yes, so I'm going to try to perfect this, and we're gonna go on this journey together. Let's see. Oh, these guys, you know what? You know, if you just send me an email, I'll make you a pair of earrings and I'll send them to you because, Lord, they are imperfect. There's some like little inclusions or some bubbles in them. But if you send me an email later tonight, just send me your address if you're in the US or Canada, and then I'll send them to you. I'll make you a pair of earrings. You just have to tell me what metal color you want. Because we're just here to have fun right now. We're just trying to, you know, get some techniques down. So what I want to do with these, I take this resin, and to get like the snow globe effect, what I do is I put like a blob of resin, kind of about that much in there. And don't worry about the strays, it's fine. But I put a big old blob because it kind of pushes the glitter away from the surface. And so we're just kind of making sure that there's a little bit of a resin layer down there first, and I will put it around the whole area. I just took this piece of stray wire. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work? What's your career? I always like to get to know the people that tune in. I'd love to know what your career is, especially if you love it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my nail lamp here, and I'm actually gonna cure these off camera because the light is like blinding. So I'm just gonna do 30 seconds. Actually, we're just gonna go for about 15 seconds. It's just gonna be a soft cure here. I want it to be sticky. So we did about 15 seconds. And I'm gonna go ahead and do these hearts again. I'm gonna put my hearts in these trays. And I will chock full of hearts these guys because that's the best part. I'm in love with these little guys. These are so cute. I legit have a bead reamer right here. You know, use the tools that you have, you know. Normally I would use a toothpick, but I am too far away from my kitchen right now. I cannot be bothered, you know what I mean? So, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'd love to see some of the pictures from your favorite hairstyles that you've done. What's your favorite type of hair to do? I've had so many different types of hair throughout the years. Let's put some more hearts. And basically, it doesn't matter if they're all coated in resin at this point, because they will be. I just put as many as I think will look pretty good. You do have to consider a little bit of like, is the resin gonna get in between those? Is it gonna cure? But you know, we're just having fun. These pink hearts are so super cute. Oh my gosh. You should definitely DM me your business so I can follow you back, especially on Instagram. I love following fellow creative souls. So I think those look pretty good. I'm just gonna cure these for about 15 more seconds. So the glitter that was touching the resin will have a little bit of a chance to harden in place before we get to putting the cap on it. We have 5 people in here. Hey, if you can hear me, feel free to join the chat. Let me know if you have any resin experience. All right. These guys are done. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna flood the glitter. I'll try not to block it in the camera here, but we're gonna flood it. The air bubble's okay, we'll pop that. I found the best way is kind of like make a big old bubble and then let it self-level. Kind of like that, and then we'll fill in the cracks afterwards. We have to give it time to like fill in those nooks and crannies. And no, don't eat this. This is not an English muffin. I'll stop with my mom jokes. So what we're doing now, we're just making sure that as this resin like self levels, it's kind of getting into those cracks of that loose glitter that we put in there. And you guys, you should definitely see my collection of glitter. It's a little shameful, I'm not gonna lie. I used to do polymer clay a lot, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use this in my polymer clay. I got onto the glitter bandwagon hard, and I can't even remember what the brand quote unquote was, but she would like do glitter monthly bead boxes. Like that's a subculture, y'all. Like, did y'all know there was some glitter fiends out there? I didn't even know that. I didn't even, I had no idea. And she would make like custom blends and stuff. It was wild. All right, so we have filled in the areas. I'm going to take a lighter to this. I actually kind of like air bubbles. I know a lot of people don't, but that's why I am lightering it to get some of those surface bubbles out. And look at those guys. I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds to start. So we can kind of look at some other, so I got these little peace signs. You saw those earlier. And then I got these bubbles. I think we should try these bubbles. Those are little glass bubbles, I think, though. So we did it for 30 seconds, and I'm going to turn the mold upside down to get the bottom for another 30. Dude, there's a moth that just flew in Colorado right now. There's like a moth migration. Holy cow. Never in my life. I'm not from Colorado. I'm just stationed here right now. Never in my life have I seen so many moths. It's insane. You know what? I don't have the thickest hair, and whenever I see a good balayage, hats off. Hats off. You'll have to show me some pictures. Look at this, guys. I found this at the craft store, and it's like nylon tubing. And I thought for sure we can dump beads in here, or crystals or something. Maybe some beads that you wouldn't typically just use on their own. We can put them in here and kind of use it sort of as silver silk, but more like, youthful, I guess. 'Cause silver silks are very classy. This is like my very unclassy version. I like it though. I like it because it glows in the dark too, or it glows in the UV as well. My pendants are almost done. All right, let's see these guys. Let's pop them. All right. Look at her. I think honestly putting that glob down first really makes a difference, because it kind of gives it a little bit of depth. I will show you my glitter collection probably after we do these, because if I have the glitter I might as well use it, right? But that turned out great. Let me make sure that the holes didn't get covered this one got covered a little bit. You know what? Just don't do it. Because look, do I need another hobby? Absolutely not. No. Sure don't. But I use this as an excuse because I'm like, oh, but this is part of jewelry. You know what I mean? Tell my husband that, you know. I think he's actually watching right now. He's not listening. I bet you he's not listening, but he likes to support where possible. Okay, so I'll have to drill that hole out because I covered it a little bit. Look at this little little tail. We got a little tail on her. That's okay. Maybe Mr. Space Pickle Designs will be in the chat at some point. We'll see. We'll see if he makes an appearance. Probably not though. But these are just so cool. I'm loving these. I like them as they are, but I think putting them together actually does a little something, you know. So what we do here is just put them back in the mold, one side back in the mold, and we'll do that for both here. One side back in the mold. Again, I'm gonna have to drill out one of these. That's okay. And I just put a skosh. I'm talking small amount. Because the jump ring that I'm going to put through both of them is going to hold them together. This is just to tack them down. And so we put the two sides on each other. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. And so this is kind of what we got here. And so the less you put on there, the less it'll move around on you. Let's tack it. And when I say tack it, I just mean cure it under the light a little bit. Okay. We'll see how they look. We'll see. I have to make this part shine. Are we talking about the resin? Because the resin I get off Amazon, it's kind of cheap to go that route. Let's see. Let's see. It looks pretty cool. This one kind of has a gap, and I think it's because initially I put too much resin on the two sides, but we'll put that one off to the side. Let's see if this one's drilled through. Nope, sure isn't. Let's see. Okay. So we'll do a do-over. I'll drill those other two out later, but I kind of want to use some for a project. So we'll do a quick little do-over. So yeah, don't get into the glitter thing, because if you're anything like me, it's way too much, because I didn't know there were that many different types. Honestly, there's different sizes, different colors. There's like a combination of like the powdery glitter plus the chunky glitter to make it like more opaque, and then just dimensional, and then you got the multi-chrome, and then it's just like whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna have to show you guys my glitter just because we keep talking about it, but it's not cute. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. So if you want it, okay, let's just look at the glitter. Don't judge the state of my bead room right now. I mean, you can if you want. It's fine. It's fun. It's fun to judge, right? But it's, you know, my bead room's a little crazy right now, but I will take you along. And I'll try not to give you motion sickness. But here is my box of beads. Yes, it's a Fenty shoe box. And here's my hand for size, right? Oh, it's my box of glitter, sorry. Why? Why do I have this much glitter? And I think I had more. Okay, we have a fall multi-chrome. Of course, we have to get every single grain that they have. And this has got a combination of glitters in it. This one I was like, oh, gotta get that. This guy. You'll have to tell me which one that you want me to put in resin next. Let's pick one out. This one was one of my favorites for a while. Oh, Fiesta. I loved this. I love all of the ones that I picked out, to be honest. But it's like, why? Like, you don't need that much glitter. Like, you really don't. Like, you really don't. Hopefully my husband's not looking too close at the stream because I don't know if he knows that I have this much glitter, you know? Pooh's Honey. Y'all, that name. Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. But there's holes in them already, so they're already stringable. But for sure, you can put anything in there, except for like silicone something. Look at that. If y'all see one that you want to see in some resin, let me know. This is a shard glitter. Apparently that's a thing too. This one doesn't even have a label on it. Where did I get that? Don't know. The glitter crack dealer. Green Goblin. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Jordan. This one's got all types in it. We've got some Mr. Lincoln because it's copper. Get it? Get it? We've got Dawson. Don't know what that means. Dawson's Creek, anyone? I don't know. I don't watch TV that much. This one's Mermaid. I actually love that one, but it's so chunky. Can anyone tell me if this lady is still in town, in business? Fran's Glitter? FransGlitterandMore.com. We have to see if she survived the pandemic. Deathly Hollows. Look, you see what I'm saying? Although I don't like to support Harry Potter that much anymore, but at the time, this was poppin'. At the time, it was poppin'. You've got Blossom here. We got Princess Peach. Chunky. Yo, we got sharks. Yo, do I need shark glitter? It's called Jossum, y'all. Yo, it's Jossum. That's funny. Nala, I'm guessing from The Lion King. Look, pineapples. Yo, you can get bead molds for resin for sure. That's kind of why I got into polymer clay, because I was like, I want to make my own beads. But don't let me be a bad influence, okay? You don't need another hobby. Or do you? Do you need another hobby? Maybe we do. Maybe I will be a bad influence. Let's see. We've got some fine glitters here. I always love the holographic ones. So I haven't seen anybody say anything, so I'm going to take... let me pick. What's... Oh my god, we have glitter. Glitter! I don't need glitter. I really don't. Let's take periwinkle maybe and some moon shapes. Would that be a pretty combo, or should we go with the purple? Purple passion. Okay. We're gonna take these back to the mat. Look away for shaky cam. All right. All right. So what we've done, a little bit of curing up in here. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. A little bit more. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, aka the worst day. Let's do. Look, they're little moons. Oh my god. Okay, look, y'all need to tell me I don't need any more glitter. I really don't. I really don't. Sure don't. We're just gonna do a light little splattering because I want the moon shapes to be seen. So like really light. Oh, this is really nice fine glitter. Like the actual pieces are very like thin. The hearts are pretty thick. Okay. These might be the ones, y'all. These might be the ones. Okay. We're not going to be a perfectionist. It's hard for me to like just step back, like stop fiddling with it. Okay, those look pretty good. What we're gonna do now, I'm gonna take some of the purple passion. Oop. Y'all, haven't even opened her. Y'all. Okay. You've just seen greatness. We're gonna take our little silicone scoop. I'm talking small scoop. Okay. I like how they're in spice containers. It's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Dude, the glitter. It's too much. Like, why am I this way? Okay, so the key here is not gonna be to not overfill. Let's not overfill because we want there to be like it to be a little concave so that when we put the glitter or the resin in there to stick them together, that it's not going to make the beads look like separated. I don't know how to explain it. I'm here for the entertainment. That's why I'm here. Because look, if anyone is like me and is like, what the heck? What am I even doing? Why do I have spice containers filled with glitter? What is my life? This is where I'm at, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I got into this predicament. You know, those glitters were like $3 a piece too. It wasn't like it was like, you know, a bargain. the purple glitter up in there. And I can already tell this guy needs a little more zhuzh. A little more zhuzh. And what I'm doing is making sure that the resin is going around the bead hole. Like, what am I doing? Okay, so let's pick up some of these little moons. And I think... okay, this one, he's a little struggling. He needs a little more. He needs a little more attention. Let's do this. All right. I just didn't want to do too much, you know what I mean? Yo, I don't know why. I don't know if it's the angle I'm looking at this one, but she's like struggling. Let's do... oh. We salt bayed that one a little too hard. Okay. Let's see. Are we judging? We're judging. Let's make sure that the top of these little silicone pieces, just so you know what I mean. You know. If you know, you know. All right, so I'm going to take a lighter to this, but I have a feeling it's going to smell super bad because I'm going to catch some of this glitter. But, well, you know, you gotta die from something. If it's gonna be from, like, some chemical inhalation, I guess that's what it's gonna have to be. So, this is what we got. I'm thinking she's gonna look pretty good. We didn't overfill her. Let's do our 30 seconds. What you want to talk about? My ridiculous amount of glitter or the fact that I'm insane? You know, either one. I just love crafting. It's so fun. Let's do it. Okay. So, we've got her. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna flip it over again and do another 30. Rainbow butterfly glitter. Oh my god. I don't have that. I don't have that in my stash. I swear, resin really does have a learning curve. It is. Especially if you want it to look like profesh. Which, I mean, professional would not be the word I would use to describe myself, but here we got it. All right, so let's pop one out. How do we feel about this? I think it's kind of cool. Looks pretty good. They definitely need a little more resin, but that's good because we left a little bit of like a hole there. This one. So I don't watch a lot of TV. But yesterday I watched the first episode of Baby Reindeer. Has anyone seen that? On Netflix. It was kind of wild. It was a really unique take, having like a female be a stalker. All right, so we need to fix a boo-boo on him here. Just because he didn't have a resin in there. Cure this real quick. I'm loving the sparkle. We definitely need a little more resin. Right, did we fix the boo-boo? We sure did. All right, let's flip it over. Do that, put this guy in there. I am not a resin master, but I am learning. I just want another one of these. Could you imagine your own custom brelets? So before we get started here, let's make sure that the holes, here we go. These might be the ones. Okay. Whenever I do glitter in resin, it really does remind me of like opals. Obviously like a cheap, you know, but it's got the same vibe. And I love that. This is what it's gonna look like. You know, you could actually put like some foil in between there too, and it could look pretty good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna feed, let's see, clear out the holes, yes. We are going to feed the bead back in here. All right, I hope you have a good night. I'm gonna try to go live every Saturday, so more to come on that. Maybe you can see me next week. All right, so I'm gonna come on now. What am I talking about? I'm gonna sand a little bit these edges off. And these are still a little sticky, which is totally fine. And so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna get a good amount, because we have not filled the cavity of these beads. Okay. right, let's see how they turn out. I love the color. Just trying to make sure that we got enough. I can already see a little bit of cracks in here, but that's okay. It's okay. We'll fix it. For those of you who are just now tuning in, we have made some of these cool guys. I really like the heart ones. I mean, I like the peace sign ones too. These are fails too, but we're just trying to see what we can do here. I underfilled these. I overfilled the other ones. I swear resin is wild. Let's try another one here. This one was so good. I haven't been able to get a good one like this since. We'll leave those in there a little bit longer while we put some glitter on these. This one's called Pandora. Alright, so here are these guys. These are fails as well, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm gonna go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds. We'll start it on a new pan here. Just take a lighter. I'm gonna cure those for about 15 seconds. All right, and then what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna try to shake the glitter around a little bit here. And then we are going to fold these. Take my little spare piece of wire here, pop the bubble. The trick is getting this so flat. Like, you don't want to overfill, you don't want to underfill, because then that's going to create cracks. Okay, so we have to make sure our edges are sealed. I hope everyone's having a good day. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to hop into the chat if you feel so inclined. I'm going to try to do live streams every Saturday if possible. So what I did there, I just touched the tip of the hole to make sure that the hole is not obscured. I'm going to let that sit for a second before I lighter it, and then we are going to Pandora this second pair here. Okay. Make sure the glitter looks pretty even on both. Let's cure these. Gonna go for 30 seconds. So sad that these did not turn out. I will get there. I swear I will learn how to make these consistently. That would be so cool. You can have your own custom little briolettes here. Okay, this one needs another flood. We take our little wire piece here. Need some more resin. Okay, let's lighter it. hope these are the ones. 30 seconds. You're going to turn these upside down, cure the back side really good. We'll do these 120 seconds. And then we're going to fill this mold here. These